Welcome to the swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Florida Gators. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Florida's offense will get the first crack at it here. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally, and they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Now on 2nd down. Running to the left. On the move is the 30. He's loose. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes so that running back can get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Going for it all. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The defense gets bailed out after giving up that big play, coming back because of the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
No, it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
Power football with the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
All right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
So Texas A&M's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams, regardless of which side of the ball.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They run the reverse. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And wide receivers are doing this more and more in college football. You see a motion and shift all over the place. They give them the football a lot. Sometimes they use them as a decoy, but nice, positive game. But more importantly, defense understanding they're ready for it. Good stop.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Across the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll try the run, and they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Gators are on the move. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Just trying to power it ahead. They pick up 5. Ball spotted at the 12.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida!
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Western Michigan is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Houston. He'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return.
When you're a return specialist, you're trying to make huge plays. You only get a couple cracks at it a game. You want to make something happen. Unfortunately, he put on the turf. At least his team recovered. But I will say this. The conversation on the sideline, it won't be fun with the special teams coach.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They go to the ground. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Looking to take a shot. Makes the grab on the left side. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Gator! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it done with a big play, a 76-yarder for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Texas A&M going up tempo. From the gun, wants to pass. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Florida! And the special teams, that's always a momentum builder. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead and try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He's got an open man. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get to him. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. He'll get it away and wisely kick it toward the sideline. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute those.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Back to the ground with the running back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Going for the big play. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. A first down for the offense. He wants to throw. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. To the air on first down. They're bringing heat. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard, and now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Texas A&M going quickly. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on.
Looking for a huge play. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Gator!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep...
Got a lot of room to the right. He's at the 40. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Trying to find his man on first down. Finds his man in the middle. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The offense will quickly use the timeout. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dialing up a second down pass play. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. And the Aggies with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Operating in the red zone here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. Never a doubt. Right down the middle.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
And the Gators will kick it away to start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
These defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
Trying to get the edge on the toss. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Lost, the defense is wide open. He's loose down the left side. And the defense couldn't corral him, and they took it all the way. Touchdown, Aggies.
The quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Got the first down, looking for more. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Gators move the chains on the designed run for the quarterback, another facet to this offense.
Yeah, and so many things to defend. You think about the Gators, you think about speed out wide, you think about speed and playmakers at running back, and now you throw the quarterback into the mix, and I think that's when you've seen them have the most success in the recent history, just a guy at the quarterback spot that can absolutely hurt you.
He just broke the century mark, 100 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Right back to the well. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Inside the 25. Touchdown, Florida! And the punishment has been extended.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence, and they can go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in route. But you got to find something to have success.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? They'll leave it with him. Runs through the tackle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
It's complete to the left. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done
He's going for the big play. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that.
The give to the tailback. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 40. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. So these plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Fights off a defender. He now has 111 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Running back searching for a hole. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. Caught over the middle, it's Davis. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. The give to the back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Gators! the route is on. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Well, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? He's looking to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage at the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that pass picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators sending the offense back to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got enough space. Touchdown, Florida. And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he tacks on the extra point. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this way.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much, the roughing the passer penalty. He'll come out throwing on first down. They're trying to get to it. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Line gets set, first down. A handoff, keep working on that clock. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown Gator. And the pummeling has started. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Getting set for the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Sam Houston may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Huntsville every time. The Bearcats have been racking up road wins since the Ron Randleman days, and they get another one today. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks as if they had a good one there. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, his coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Quickly to the tight end. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
We might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Sound strategy here to try to punt it away from that return guy. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road in the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, and know they're going to get the victory.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. To the ground. He's got it again. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like, when you look that good coming off the bus, those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to
that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another